you're here already. What's up? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I hope you're good. So today I am taking the glasses off so the light doesn't do that. So with the holidays coming around, I am hosting Thanksgiving in my house this year. Well, I did last year as well, but this year is a little bit more special. My son is on Earth side, so I am going all out for it. If you are like me and you like to impress people, I have something for you. Today we are going to be making a flan. It's a Spanish custard. If you never heard it about it before, it's the best. I'll prop some pictures here. I've done it before, but this is gonna be my first time making a coconut flan. The ingredients are pretty simple. Everything is really, really easy to do. Actually, I'm gonna start preheating my oven. You want it at 350, and let me show you the ingredients, and then I'm gonna bring you a little closer to show you how I prepare it. So we have Baker's Angel Flake coconut. It's sweetened coconut. Whatever sugar you like, this is my favorite, so I use this one. We have condensed milk, coconut milk. I use unsweetened because, you know, everything else is already sugary. 5 eggs. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna toast some coconut and add it to our mixture. We're also gonna make the caramel sauce that goes on the top of the flan. And from there, it's pretty easy. Now, come along, I'll show you. Okay, so don't mind my pans. I cook on this every day. I've had them for 5-6 years now, so ignore them. So I have here a cup of coconut. We're gonna toast this bad boy. Usually I like medium heat because I always step away from the stove and I don't want this to burn. Hopefully it looks good from that angle. There you go, something like this. You see there's a little bit of color in there, but not too much. So this, I'm gonna add it to my blender. Let's see. See there? Okay. You want to add it to the blender and let it cool down because we are adding eggs, and you know, you don't want this to cook the eggs. So there it is. I'm gonna put this on the side. Okay, so I have to start over because my caramel burned because my son was crying, so I wanted to see what he was doing. And yeah, so let's do this again. I have an audience now, so you might hear him in the background. All right, take 2. Here it is. That's good for me. Turn off the heat. And you're gonna put it into the Pyrex. And you gotta be super, super careful because this will burn your skin off, like for real. It will burn it off. It's good. And then you have to work it in here carefully. And I think this is good enough for me. guys not having it. Okay, so there it is. How pretty that caramel looks right there. Put that to the side. And I'm gonna bring you back for the rest. All right, let's get it. So everything's set. Again, this is the caramel sauce. And 9.5 by 24 Pyrex. And here's the toasted coconut that I have from earlier. So now what I'm gonna do is add the 5 eggs that I mentioned. The coconut milk. I always find that, you know, this is the easier way to get it out. Smells so good. I love coconut everything. I'm gonna make a mess already. The can of condensed milk. My son's eating his fingers right now, so he might get a little spooked by this. So if you hear crying, don't mind him. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I did that for about 50 seconds. Now let's make magic happen. So this is it. And that. You might hear a little crackling noise, but that's this right here, not your Pyrex that's doing it. That's totally normal. How pretty is that? And then the last thing you want is, they call it a baño de Maria, which is a Maria bath, which is you're gonna add some water into another bigger, you're gonna add warm water into a bigger, whatever you call this, and then you're gonna put your flan in here. Make sure that you don't get any water in the flan. So I just gonna fill it up like half of it, and then put the flan in there, and then put it in the oven for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So let me fill this up. And I'll be right back. You're okay. 2 cups of water is good for me. Then you're gonna do this gently. Like right on there. I'm scared. Okay, I'm holding my son right now, so okay, before he starts crying. Which is right away. I'm coming, I promise. Okay, so you're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Then you're gonna check on it. You want this to be nice and golden brown. And from there, that means the flan is ready. Okay. Let me open up the oven, hold on. All right. So let's do this. You want to do this very gentle because you don't want any water to go into the flan. Scared the bejesus out of me. Okay, so that's in the oven. It's gonna be there. Alexa, put a timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
1 hour and 15 minutes, starting now.
So that's gonna be there for 1 hour and 15. I always do 1 hour and 15 just to check on it, make sure everything is good. But I'll leave it in there for 1 hour and 20. And then we'll be back later to show you the final results. So we'll say we'll be back in 1 hour. Yeah, we'll be back in an hour. Say, tell them. We'll be back in an hour. So it's been officially an hour and 20 minutes. I am going to take the flan out of the oven. You have to do this very, 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 very carefully because again, you know, it's sitting in water, so you don't want any of that water to get into the flan. So let's do it. Once I get that out of the oven, I am gonna toast the coconut that I'm gonna put around so that way it cools down. As my flan is cooling down, preheat. All right, I got it. So you see how nice and toasty it is on the top, and then see the caramels on the bottom. So you want to let this sit until it cools down really nice. I'm going to toast the coconut and let it cool down as well. And then after that, we're gonna flip it. Okay, so it's cool enough. I have to flip it and then put it in the refrigerator so it can keep cooling down, but this is what we got. Try to get a plate that's bigger than the Pyrex, but this is the only one I have here. So when you do this, you pray to all the gods that you know that it's gonna flip over, you're not gonna make a mess or anything like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, here you go. Moment of truth. As straight as I can get it. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Leftover caramel. Wow, what a cutie. What a cutie. I'm gonna put the toasted coconut over and then I'm gonna bring you in close so you can take a look. And then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator because this is best cold. Like this. Let me put you down. Hold on. This is how I feel like decorating it because, you know, some people don't like a lot of coconut. So you just get that piece here, but I'm gonna eat all this. And look how beautiful. There we go.